Hello beautiful farmers. In today's video I want to talk about the importance of setting up a very strong security in your farm. I'm not talking about biosecurity here, I'm talking about general security of your farm. Okay, before I get down to the essence of today's video, my name is Flame Bruce. I'm a music producer and also a poultry farmer. So in today's video I'm talking about the importance of having a strong security setup in your farm. First of all, your farm is supposed to be a business. That means it's an asset. So whereby you're having losses and people get to steal from you, or maybe the place gets hoodlums break into your farm, that farm has now turned to a liability. In order for your farm not to be a liability for you, you need to make sure you set up a strong security setup. Okay, before I go down into the essence of what I want to talk about today, some days ago in my location, I saw some of my neighbors clustering in some little groups. They were talking about a site that was a building construction site where something was stolen. And I asked, was there a security personnel there? He said yes, that there was a young man that they contracted to as a security in the place. And funny enough, when I saw the young man in question, the young man is not even looking tough or very strong or muscular, or he doesn't have any kind of weapon of any kind that if anything happens he will be able to scare them away. So a lot of people are making serious mistakes when they set up a business setup and they don't have a strong security setup for them. So in today's video I want to talk about some points and things that you need to do to make sure you have a strong security setup, because your farming business is a business that will run into millions of naira or thousands of dollars. So you need to make sure that you have a strong security setup in your farm. So first of all, the first thing on my list is that you need to make sure that you position your farm in a community or a location whereby there's little or no unrest. When I mean little or no unrest, a place where there's no history of thuggery, or maybe some communities having communal clashes, or maybe there's any kind of violence activities that happens on a regular. I'm not saying that some places are totally free without having people having misunderstandings of any kind, but you need to make sure that you position your farm in a community or a setup, a location whereby the place is a bit peaceful or relatively peaceful, a place whereby cattle rangers or rears do not break into people's houses or anything negative of such happening. So first of all, make sure that you position your farm in a good location. The second on my list, you need to make sure that your property where your farm is located is fenced, either a see-through fence using a chain link kind of barbed wire, or maybe a concrete fence. Concrete fence might supposed to be a bit challenging or expensive for some people. You can use a chain link kind of fence to make sure that the place is restricted from excessive movement of people just walking into your farm location anyhow. So you need to make sure that the place is fenced. That's the second on my list. Then the third on my list, you need to make sure you have security dogs in your farm, because a situation whereby you don't have dogs set up in your farm, there's every tendency that people might not be scared. Anybody can just break in, maybe when there's no human being monitoring them of any kind. But when you have security dogs in your premises, anybody that have any intention, men hearing barking of dogs from inside the premises will be a bit scared of going inside. Anyone that try to build up his or her confidence to say, okay, despite the animals have been there, but there are some breeds of dogs that if you rear them very, take care of them very well, you should be able to be strong enough to serve as a security in your farm. But I recommend using the German Shepherd dogs or the Ascension dogs, because these are very smart dogs that can be very good for when it comes to security in a farm. And whereby you are setting up a dog in your farm as a security dog, make sure that you rear the dog in the farm so that the dogs get to be aware and be a bit comfortable with their environment. Dogs that are being familiar with plants and other animals around them is very important, because if these dogs are not familiar with the plants and other animals around them, those things will also be like a threat to them. So they will have every tendency to wanting to destroy those things. But whereby they are being raised in the farm, so they understand that the plants and other animals around them are not a threat to them. So the only threats to them are humans and other bigger animals that are not within that space, that they are not familiar with in that farm environment. So that's why it's very important for you to raise your dogs in your farm environment. Then the number 4 on my list is having strong CCTV camera set up in your farm. I see a lot of business people make this mistake. You have a business setup running to millions of naira or thousands of dollars, and you don't have strong CCTV setup in your farm. That's a very big mistake in this 21st century. You need to have strong CCTV setup in your farm, whereby you can stay in any location to observe what is happening virtually and audially, what is happening in your farm environment. The CCTV camera will also help in a situation whereby you're not always in your farm, your workers don't get to steal from you, or you can also observe the activities of what they are doing. With the CCTV camera, you can also monitor what your workers or your staffs are doing, and also monitor the security setup in your farm. So having a strong CCTV setup in your farm will help you a long way. I hope this video is of help to you, trying to implement the ideas that I've talked about hereof, and it will be of great advantage to you, so that you don't get to lose money, spend money to invest in a business, and people break into it and steal from you, or maybe they get to destroy what you've worked for years or for months. So if you like what you've seen, please smash the like button, and if you are new to this channel, I will encourage you to click on the subscription button. For all my returning subscribers, I say a very big thank you for watching and continuing to supporting this channel. Thanks for watching this far, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.